Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really focusing in on something that can genuinely open doors for you.
Yeah.
Speaking English more confidently.
Yeah.
We've looked at some interesting methods, and we're keen to share the key insights that can help you level up your spoken English.
It's quite common, isn't it? People get really good at English grammar, maybe vocabulary,
Yeah.
but actually speaking fluently, that remains a real challenge. It's just a different kind of skill.
Totally different. And so important for actually connecting with people. Work, travel.
Daily life, yeah.
Exactly. You might know the rules inside out, but that moment you need to speak.
Huh?
Maybe a conference call or just meeting someone.
Uh-huh.
That's when the hesitation can creep in. So our aim here is to unpack how you can sort of break through that.
And what's really striking is how common those first hurdles are, like the fear of making mistakes,
Oh, definitely.
or worrying about your accent, maybe the pace you speak at, or just your mind going blank trying to find a word.
Yeah. Like that filing cabinet analogy, the information's in there, but retrieving it right then, tricky.
It really is. But the encouraging thing, and this is key, is that confidence in speaking doesn't demand perfection right at the start.
No, it comes from doing it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a journey, and it's fueled by practice. Consistent practice, that's the engine for fluency.
Okay, so let's dive into some practical things people can actually start doing now.
Yeah, good idea. Where should we start?
Well, a really basic but crucial one is just practicing speaking out loud.
Sounds simple, maybe?
But powerful.
Yeah. Reading from a book, maybe practicing a presentation script, even just saying your own thoughts out loud in English. It helps build that connection, mind to mouth.
It absolutely does. It familiarizes your mouth, your tongue with forming English sounds, sentence rhythms, and building on that, another really good strategy is actively trying to, think in English.
Okay, explain that a bit more.
So instead of forming a thought in your native language and then, translating it.
Right, which takes time. You
Yeah.
try to bypass that. You aim to construct the thought directly in English from the get-go. It's about changing your internal monologue little by little.
That sounds like a significant shift, but I get how it would make speaking more immediate, less processing time.
Exactly, more direct. Now, another technique, maybe feels a bit awkward at first,
Go on.
is recording yourself speaking.
Ah, okay. Listening back to yourself.
Yeah, it can feel a little strange hearing your own voice, but that objective perspective, it's incredibly useful.
How so?
You start noticing things, maybe pronunciation points or how fast or slow you speak, things you're just not aware of while you're actually talking.
Right, you get that feedback loop. You can actually hear your progress over time too, I imagine.
Precisely. It helps track improvement. And then there's a technique called shadowing.
Shadowing.
You listen to a native speaker, maybe a podcast, an audiobook, a video,
Okay.
and you try to repeat what they're saying almost simultaneously, like their shadow.
So not just listening, but speaking along with them in real time.
Exactly. It's fantastic for catching the natural rhythm, the intonation, the sort of the music of the language.
I like the music of the language. Okay, makes sense.
And finally, maybe the most critical piece of the puzzle, actually speaking with other people.
Right, the interaction part.
Yes. Finding language partners, joining online conversation groups, even just, talking to yourself in English counts.
Don't knock the self-talk.
Yeah.
Seriously, though. Every single time you speak, no matter how small the interaction,
Well, every little bit helps.
it strengthens that ability to use English spontaneously, to build confidence.
Absolutely. So if there's one core message to really take away from this deep dive, it's this. Confidence comes from the practice, not before it.
You don't wait to feel confident before you start speaking.
No. You start speaking, maybe imperfectly, maybe haltingly at first, and that act of speaking is what builds the confidence over time.
That's such a crucial mindset shift. So the challenge then, for anyone listening, is to prioritize just starting.
Yes. Don't let chasing perfection stop you from actually doing it.
Embrace the process. Speaking, making mistakes, learning, growing, it's all part of it. Maybe just pick one of these things we talked about. Try it today.
Just one small step. Record yourself for 2 minutes, or try shadowing a short clip.
Yeah. You might genuinely surprise yourself with how quickly you start to feel, a little bit better about it. Get the ball rolling.